Okay, welcome back to another video. This is the second part of the cover that we're working on. So we will see. Hopefully there's not a ton of shadows or whatever. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the trim here. I've done a piece of it and I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to put the... Where'd that go? Yeah. It's always missing. Alright, anyway, so we're going to be using this trim. It's going to go right here. And then this bling trim is going to go right down the middle of it. And we're going to glue gun that on. So let's do that first. Alright, let me make sure this is in frame while I'm doing this. So you can see what I'm doing. I think, pretty sure it is. Start about right there, then I'll just go down the middle like that and be very blingy and very pretty. Okay, alright, let's do this. Alright. Okay, get the glue done. I gotta make sure we can see what we're doing here. Alright. Just a little bit. Zoom in. Or not. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to take it, put some glue right down the middle, and I'll show you the first one, then I'll do the second one off camera. Alright, let's just get this down. And just so you know, yeah, be careful like that. This glue is super hot. So just be extra careful. And don't push down on it till it's set there for a minute. Alright. Okay. Because you've got holes in the middle and the glue will come up from the bottom. Okay. There we go. Alright. There we go. And then I just use like a bone folder or something and go down and push it down into the glue. See, because had you touched that, that would have been your finger. So you don't want that. And then you just take whatever utility scissors you have and then just trim it off right there. Yeah. And we'll just do that right there. And then just get any excess off. Comes off really, really easily. And then now we're going to put this down. I always make it a little bit longer than what I actually need, and then just trim off what I don't need. So we're going to put this on right here, just like that. And then I'm just going to glue gun that down. Anytime I do fabric, I try to always use the glue gun. The only thing about working with a glue gun is you got to work fast. So you got to be pretty quick with it. Alright, so then just follow the line. Just keep going. And now you have a barrier from the other glue, so you should be fine about pressing down. But if you don't feel safe, then just use something else, like a bone folder or anything you have. Alright, there we go. Okay. And that's how this is what we have. So, that's what we got so far. So, okay, and then we're just going to continue. Okay, we're just going to pop this on the back here, like this. So let's do that. Alright, let's get some hot glue down. Had to grab another glue stick. The only thing I don't like about glue guns is the stringiness. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be straight. It dries clear either way. Get in there. There we go. And there we go. Alright. Glue gunning is done. And I usually wait till all the glue's really dry before I cut anything and trim anything. And I wait to get rid of the glue strings till then too. So let's flip this monstrosity over. And there we go for that. Alright, so yeah, and don't forget we have this to put into our policy envelope thingy. Yeah. So I'm going to put that probably on the front inside cover. Let me see, maybe the back. Let's see what the back looks like. See what that gives us. Get off my paper, what? Sticking in my paper. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so I'm going to lay paper down on the inside first on these insides right here. So let's start with that. I decided I would use this paper. There, yeah, okay. And we're just going to put it on the inside. And we're going to measure it out. We're going to do 6 1/4 by 11 1/4. So let's take this other piece of sticky tape off. So actually we're going to do 6 inches because, yeah, let's get this stuff off of here. I'm telling you, this red sticky tape, sorry, that was my phone. Yeah, it's super duper super sticky. Alright, but it's good stuff. It's good to have. So I'm going to move the book out of the way, trim my paper to 6 by 11 1/4. Turn this around. Go 6 inches. Okay. And we know that's a 12-inch sheet of paper, so we're not going to worry about that. And since this is longer, I'm going to trim that side. 11, well actually, I'm going to take the little piece off the top of here because it's where it was ripped out of the paper pad. There we go. Oops, sorry, I need to bump it. No bumping. Okay, and we're going to go 11 1/4. Right? No, maybe 11 5/8. Or 3/8, I mean. Okay. And we're going to ink it up. So I'm trying to move fast so I don't run out of time with this camera. Each video can only be 28 minutes, and as we all know, I have a tendency to go overboard with things, so I'm trying not to. I'm trying to move quickly. I'm not a quick crafter. I like to make sure things are the way I want them to be, and that's that. Alright, so I'm going to get my Distress stain. If you're wondering why that big black spot is, it's from this. I always set it on top so it doesn't get all over everywhere. So yeah, that's why it looks like that. Alright, let's just get this all inked up. And you're just inking the edges just so the white's not showing. And then the bottom piece. And this is basically all samples of paper that's in the album. I'm bumping this camera. Alright, so let's just get this all linked up. Alright, and then do this end. Okay. And this side. There we go. Alright. Move that out of the way. Bring our book back into view. And let's get our paper laid down. Right there. Perfect. Alright. So, and for this, I just use ATG tape. Since we're just laying paper down. The book is so heavy. Maybe I'll learn my lesson not to go overboard, but it's highly unlikely. Very highly unlikely. Alright. It seems like a lot of adhesive, but really you do need a lot to make sure it's going to hold down, especially on a book like this. And then I've still got this piece of score tape there as well. So I'm going to make sure that it's where it's supposed to be, and we're going to go just like that. And this piece I'll take off later. Now we're going to do the back side. Same thing. We're going to lay it down the exact same way. I think I'm going to put the policy envelope in the front, just to add an extra something. Alright, oops. Oh, did you hear that? Yeah. If you've been following along with this tutorial and how long it's been, you know this book is definitely a labor of love. Once you get there, if any of you decide to make this book, let me know, because I would love to see your variations on it. That would be really cool. Yeah, get back. There. Just a little extra. Okay. Now. Okay. And let's flip this around. Just remember that you're seeing it upside down because I'm putting it upside down. So, okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, and you can see the ribbon that we just put on the back, and there's the one we did earlier on the front. And now we're going, see, really this didn't need to be covered with paper, but I went ahead and covered it, so I guess that's fine, I suppose. But now we're going to lay this in here like this. And I know you're probably thinking, why did you put the paper down if you're putting this on? Well, because I didn't want to have to measure and cut all kinds of stuff and do all that stuff. So that's why I didn't. I guess. Hopefully this sticks. I don't know. It should. Alright. Let's keep going. One. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and even use some liquid glue as well. Get down there. Just to be sure it stays where it's supposed to. Alright. I think we're good for its, hopefully, for it staying down. Okay. There we go. I'm going to, oops, move that out of the way. Alright. And I'm going to put this right about here. Alright. I got glue all over my hands. I got to get a wipe to take it off. Okay. Alright. I still got to put a closure on this, but I will get to it at some point. But it just opens just like this. And like I said, this is a Kathy Order design. But I did change the measurements to fit my purposes. So. Alright. So there we go with that. Let's see. Let's get to decorating the cover. Alright, so thinking about putting this on, but I think I need to do a different one in a lighter color. So these are going to get put on with the glue gun because they'll hold better. So we're going to put some bats up here, probably something like this. Yeah, let's go ahead and put those down. Yeah, when I first started doing albums and stuff, I was like, I had a horrible time figuring out how to decorate covers. It took me a really long time till I finally figured out the secret. The secret is do whatever you want. It's your book. If it makes sense, do it. If it doesn't, don't. So, like, just pick elements that you like that go along with your theme in your book, and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, we got one more. Let me zoom in a little.